Can't take him anywhere. Start the show with it's the drive featuring Paulie Ratliff.
I'm here, baby.
Can I get
Uh-oh. My mic was on.
Tara Atkin, I'm Devin Dixon. We are the Drive Morning Crew. Let's go. Let's rev it up on a Tuesday. Thanks for locking us in, loading us up. Glad you're with us. And lots to get to today. There is a reaction to last night's Monday Night Football game. We'll get into that. Thanks to everybody that came to Wingnuts. Always a good time. Yeah. We've got to get into this Kalani Sitake story. There's more on Lane Kiffin. We'll see the playoff announcement tonight. NFL Power Rankings coming today. We're loaded, Paulie. We're absolutely. We got some of our local teams playing on a game day today.
Yeah.
I'm interested in Orem and Hurricane tonight. I'll be keeping an eye open on that one. And the Jazz won in other
I saw that
news.
Yeah.
How about them? Bring on out them Utah Jazz. Bounce back win over a good Rockets team.
Yeah.
And that was unexpected. They were 14-point underdogs last night. They win the game outright. That's going to happen on occasion when you're a team like the Utah Jazz. You're going to pop a win and you're going to be big underdogs when you do it. You're going to be underdogs in almost every game you play, even at the Delta Center at home.
Yeah.
Another storyline we're going to get into today, some hockey talk. Paulie's team's heating up. My team is not.
Yeah.
My team
they're
is
both
not.
kind of cooling off a little bit.
Yeah.
The Caps are?
Oh, no, the Caps actually. Yeah, sorry. I forget that's his real team.
That's right. My real
he just fake acts like he likes the same team as you, Tara. Don't fall for that crap. Don't fall for that crap. You haven't learned that yet? You forgot who I was talking about?
Yeah, right.
Oh, you went around in 2017. It was so obnoxious.
It was.
Oh.
It was great, though. Amazing.
Oh, my gosh. Jeez Louise. I'm glad you didn't go to a cup final with me.
No.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I would have been insufferable.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Kalani Sitake, is he really leaving BYU? You try to wrap your mind around the answer to that question, and the answer is probably.
It's
Probably leaving BYU. Like, all he's accomplished, we love him.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it yesterday, maybe a day before it started to blow up, because now Pete Thamel, all these big guys are saying that he is, quote, the focus of Penn State's head coaching search. No deal has been signed as the sides continue discussions. The sides have met, and there is mutual interest on 3 reported Sitake as the target earlier today. That was 14 hours ago from Pete Thamel, who's, the up to the latest in everything college football.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like what Penn State, they've been pretty quiet. All the attention's been on LSU, right? And Lane Kiffin. They've been pretty quiet. And then all of a sudden yesterday, somebody catches wind that Kalani and Penn State are having some conversations, and it gets out.
Oh, there's been Cougar fans tracking flights. There's been flights out of Provo to State College, the regional airports. People have been tracking those and thinking this before it even broke. Sitake was traveling to State College, days ago to have discussions. So they've been tracking the flights, like the diehard Cougar fans. And, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Wait a minute. Diehard Cougar fans are crazy Cougar fans.
Yeah, I'm like crazy Cougar fans.
I don't know if I'd call that a diehard or just crazy.
That's just,
Like, I have a lot of interest if Kalani Sitake stays or goes, but I'm in journalism business. I'm not even tracking the flight.
Yeah, I'm telling you, on Twitter, there's people tracking the flights.
Get a job!
right?
Do something productive. Tracking a flight of a coach. Yeah. Maybe their job is to track Kalani. Maybe there's some weird way they'll.
Well, we heard about the tracking the flights of Kiffin's
have some T-shirts
family
made tomorrow,
down.
and they'll be selling them down on campus.
There was Ole Miss fans tracking the flight of. You heard about the family flight of Kiffin's family to LSU. That was a tracked flight as well. So these fans are, fanatical. They're more than just fans. I mean, these people that are tracking flights are the diehards, the sycophants, whatever you want to call them. So.
Yeah. Now, BYU officials have, they've tried to, make it clear they want to retain Kalani.
Yeah.
According to sources, the athletic department at BYU's top priority is, keeping him there, giving him a bigger, pay raise. It's BYU plays like a Big Ten school. I think that's the tie-in where maybe State College is like, well, look at the defense they're playing, pro-style offense. They're pounding the rock. They're playing physical. The
major selling point for Penn State is their thought is that if you can win at BYU, you can win anywhere. That's their thought.
Yeah.
That's most of their thought.
You know what their other thought is? All the other coaches got re-upped that were for their first choices. Kalani, you can't tell me Kalani Sitake was their first on their list.
He's the best of the rest. He's the best of the rest at this point.
So kind of like what happened at Kentucky with Mark
Rule
Pope.
and Signetti were the top choices.
Correct.
They both re-upped.
Correct.
So you got to make what's best of what's left. So I think that this is their best possible option, even though I don't think the Northeast is for Kalani.
No, nobody does. He seems like he could go to Florida and coach at Hawaii.
Yeah,
or
even Van Noy said it. He said the Northeast isn't in his mind for Kalani, and the expectations at Penn State are about as high as they are anywhere. So he will have a lot of pressure. He will make a lot of money. The word is $11.5 million is what they're offering over 6 years. So he will never get that at BYU. A private institution that doesn't publicize what he makes, but
reports are
$3 million.
$3 million.
That's what everyone is
guessing.
Putting up.
I'm sure there's some endorsements. And
I'm sure.
And, there's a couple cars. And there's some sponsored donor swag that takes that up higher.
I'm sure.
But as far as money is the great way to show someone how much you appreciate them, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
Like that, you want your boss to pay you what you feel like you're worth, and maybe there is a little feeling there. Well, look at the job I've done, and I haven't paid well, and they're interested in me. That's a good sign. I think Kalani even said when reporters linked him to this Penn State job, he even said, hey, that means things are going well for us here at BYU if people are interested, which is a great deflection tactic, is it not?
That's right. And I've been following this really kind of heavily on Twitter, even yesterday when we were talking about it being the infancy stages of this, but little did we know, a lot had been going on behind the scenes. But the BYU people are ending up to keep Sitake. The crumble cookie guy is said to be in the mix to try and keep him here. The NutriCost owner is saying that he wants to help keep him here. This one of the guys that's been kind of on the scene with this from Barstool, believe it or not, is Liam Blutman. He said, I'm told that, quote, once Church approves, donors can pay coach's salary, and once they do, they'll allow minimum to do it. I don't understand that, but Min, the NutriCost guy, Min already helps pay BYU football players' salaries. He also helped BYU land Bonza. So this NutriCost owner is stepping up. The Crumble Cookie guy's stepping up. So some of the big donors in BYU's NIL collective are probably seeing that they might be on the precipice of losing Sitake here. So they're anting up and making one last kind of final stand to try and keep him here.
Yeah, look, I know the smoke is real, and where there's smoke, there's fire. Mm-hmm. And I know there's a chance Kalani Sitake could leave, but there is also, just in my mind, almost as much of a chance there's a way to keep him and get him to stay.
Well, this to me felt like a leverage play from the beginning. Like, why would Sitake ever go to Penn State?
Yeah,
like he's got a great thing going at BYU. He's built a program. He's got a true freshman quarterback that he can, kind of ride the wave for a couple years. And then he's got Ryder Lyons coming in off a mission, a 5-star quarterback. So to say that the BYU cupboard is not stocked would be incorrect. The cupboard is totally full for BYU football. So why would he leave? It's a war chest. It's $11.5 million a year for 6 years. I don't think that many coaches in college football, I'd have to look. I know Kiffin's making 13, Kirby's making 13. There's certain coaches that are making more than that, but not many.
How much does it take Kalani to stay? In your mind, does he need a triple?
I would say 8. At least $8 million.
Triple his current salary?
A little under triple. I would say 8.
And State College is going to offer him
11.5 over 6 years. Okay, so is the number.
$3 million less to stay put, to stay in your own house, to see this thing through. Do you think the decision comes this week?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm seeing multiple sources are saying it will come after the conclusion of the
Because
Big 12
my
title
sources
game.
last night tell me this thing is 90% done.
Yeah.
And that Kalani could be announcing today.
Yeah.
Then I go, you know what? Sources, sometimes they get played.
Yeah.
There's late plays, there's leverage, there's
Yes.
tactics. Like Kalani probably didn't intentionally go look State College up. They found him. They have a coaching vacancy. But of course he listens, and now all of a sudden, yes, he has leverage if BYU wants to keep him.
Yes.
Right.
So this is smart on Kalani's part. This is just business in America. He's done a good job.
Yeah.
And it's funny because his pedigree is like Eastern Arizona, SUU, BYU, Utah.
It's all in the West.
He's never been anywhere else, like except for like regionally in the Mountain West.
For him to go into the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, Pennsylvania, New York, and recruit, that'd be totally foreign ground to him. BYU doesn't pull a lot of players from those areas. So he would be going into a completely new recruiting war ground against James Franklin and Mike Loxley at Maryland, who gets a ton of great recruits. And, he'll be fighting against some guys that he's never gone against in recruiting battles in a ground that he is totally foreign to as far as finding players. But I thought this was a really nice thought. It's a tweet from Blutman again. This is a guy I'm kind of referencing, has been on the scene on this. Penn State's offer to Kalani Sitake should have resulted in a surefire hiring that the other program couldn't even think to match. Personally, in this situation, I think almost every program would have let their head coach walk and understood why. BYU's really the lone exception. A bunch of crazed maniacs who want nothing more than a win, but do it with their family. It took an entire community to completely flip the script here and give them a chance at retaining their head coach after a monster and desperate Penn State offer. I respect BYU's hunger, drive, passion, and sports community so much. A lot of athletics programs can learn a lot from these guys.
Yeah, look,
they're fighting to
and they
keep
have
him.
resources. They might not have State College's resources.
I don't think so.
But there's a lot of alumni that have a lot of money across the country that will donate to the football program to help. I mean, they got AJ DeBanza.
Yeah, they did.
And AJ DeBanza wasn't cheap.
No.
I mean, it's $6 million plus.
And this is a troll account, Cyclone Larry, but BYU gave a 17-year-old basketball player $9 million, and people don't think they can afford to keep Sitake. LOL.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was
the
implying.
whole point. Yeah.
Like Locked On Big 12 said, hey, I'm not comparing or confirming anything, but yesterday about 4 o'clock, here Kalani was leaving. BYU was a done deal.
Yeah,
and then the Crumble Cookie CEO got involved, and then
Nutri-Cost guy.
everybody
they got some people
starts catching wind of this story. Wait, we're losing coach. We got to do something.
Hatches. It's time. It's time for Warrior. You got to try to fight to keep your guy. You're on the precipice of the best season you've ever had. Say you do win this Big 12 title game.
BYU donors. I'm picturing remember Avengers Endgame?
Yeah.
When all the portals open and every hero return for the Battle of the Ages.
We're
saving Kalani.
Yeah. Ryan Smith and the Crumble guy and the Nutri-Cost guy. They're all forming the line together.
Kalani. Let's go. Keep him.
They're trying to work miracles.
They
are.
Give him Crumble Cookies for life. Give him all your extra money. Give him whatever he wants.
I want BYU to win this one.
I do too.
Because Penn State is I don't like Penn State. I never have. But they are a preeminent blue blood program. But for BYU to be able to stave off Penn State and make them fall into mediocrity, because really, who is left for Penn State to hire? This is it. Kalani's the last solid head coach, I feel like, because then you're looking at Dayball from the Giants. That's another hot name for Penn State. Do you really want a fired NFL coach to lead your program next? They are really grasping at straws, and they're throwing the king's ransom, the war chest, whatever you want to call it, at Kalani to make him leave. And if he is able to stay, that speaks to the BYU community. Like the Blutman guy on Barstool was saying. I mean, it is a crazed group. They want to win. They want to keep him.
How we were starting a conversation 2 years ago, Kalani on the hot seat, and now here we are talking about one of the highest paid coaches potentially leaving BYU. BYU's got to pay him the night, the moon, the stars, And it's amazing what winning will do and a little bit of resources will do in today's college football.
Yeah.
It actually makes me sad. It actually makes me excited at the same token. I'm sad because college football, as I knew it, as I grew up watching it, is long gone. And this new era is right smack dab in front of our face. And you want to play? It's like a crazy game of poker. You better have your money and you better sit down at the table. If you don't have money, you better not sit down at the table. Because if you want to win in today's college football, you better have a war chest.
Yeah.
You better have a war chest. This is the high stakes room. This is not the eye candy down on the casino floor. This is up on the 11th floor. This is the high stakes room. We're playing now for keepsies. And Penn State's like, we can't win a natty with Franklin. Let's buy him out. Let's get a guy that's hungry. I mean, we don't know what Kalani could do elsewhere. Maybe he would thrive somewhere else. You say you don't think it's a good fit. You can't see him there.
I said if you can win at BYU, you can win it anywhere. You can win anywhere.
Yeah.
I think so.
Why do BYU fans love Kalani?
Because he's won 10-11 games the last 2 years.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Look, he's likable.
He is likable.
You know, he can relate to the average fan. Like, he doesn't try to be something he's not. He's a football coach. He's not a rocket scientist. He doesn't try to overwhelm you with all this. You know, he doesn't try to he just seems genuine, I guess I would say. I think that's the likable trait about Kalani Sitake. He's always the conversations we had him on before the season this year.
That's right.
And, you know, he remembers your name. He's excited to talk to you. Yes, there's Coach Speak 101 a little bit, but it's not like he's trying to hide anything. It's just these coaches have become very aware of what the media is powerful enough to do.
The Locked On Big 12 has got some good ones.
Oh, yeah.
The entire Church of Jesus of Latter-day Saints, a Vitamin Company, and the Cookie Man just killed an entire blue blood football program.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. You just saw that.
I saw that. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
I mean, look.
Criddle's saying there's been no emergency team meeting. There's been a lot of rumors about that. You know, they had a emergency called meeting, but I don't think that has happened. He's saying in all caps, there has been no emergency team meeting. So I don't think any decision's been made yet.
Like all the reports, it sounds like Penn State thinks they've got Sitake, and it's 90% done.
Yeah.
That's what I was hearing last night.
Yeah.
Yesterday afternoon.
They think they got him because they offered him the money.
Really good source. Really good source. Said this is 90% done. It's both sides have met. It seems like it's going well. Expected deal, late tonight, tomorrow. Now we're tomorrow, no deal done. So now I'm wondering. Is Kalani going to go back and now get an offer from BYU, and now State College is going to counteroffer, and he's stuck in a high bids, sandwich, for lack of a better term.
Yeah,
I don't know that Kalani intentionally was using his leverage, but $8 million might be $10 million before long here in hours, Paulie.
Yeah,
he goes from making $3 million to $9-10 million.
Yeah.
Just by taking a flight and seeing if somebody's interested in his services, like Kalani's got that right to do that.
Yeah, that's right.
BYU doesn't have to match. Jay Hill will be a great head coach. Is Jay Hill LDS?
I don't know.
Tara, look that up.
Okay.
I can't remember if I for some reason I thought Jay was, but then maybe I guess a couple years ago, didn't they hire a non-LDS coach to be a coach of one of their women's sports teams and kind of, because they always had a rule.
He is LDS.
He is LDS. So he is the coach in waiting. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
Look what Jay's done with the defense. He's been a head coach before, did a great job at Weaver State. Look at them now. They're crumbling without Jay Hill. Mm-hmm. No pun intended, crumble cookie guy. The cookie man.
No pun.
Paul said the cookie man on the show.
No pun intended.
The cookie man. He saved BYU football. If Sitake stays, remember the cookie man.
Right now, Paulie, if you've got pressure on you, you've got 10 seconds, you've got to make the right decision. Is Kalani staying at BYU or is he leaving to Penn State? What do you say?
I'm going to say he stays at BYU. It's taken this long. If he would have gone, he would have already done it, I think. So,
Tara?
I think he stays.
Wow, you guys think he's loyal?
I think he does stay.
And you think that they're gonna match the money?
I just don't see.
I don't know that they'll match it, but I think they'll give him a good enough offer that'll be worth it for him to stay.
It's alma mater.
Yeah.
Look, I understand all those things. I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised you both think he's going to stay. You don't know is this his dream job?
It's a horrific
Is BYU his dream job?
It's just not a fit. If this was Oregon or USC or one of the top West Coast programs, by all means, but Penn State, I mean, there won't be a 5-7 season, and you'll just be okay. And BYU fans were okay with that. They were like, first year of the Big 12, we took our lumps. They didn't really call for his firing. I think some people did, but by and large, BYU okay after he had the 10-win season. You won't even have that chance at Penn State. You go 5-7 1 year, you're gone.
The odds to be the Penn State coach per Kalshi,
yeah.
Kalshi's got Kalani. I've got it on my phone.
Yeah.
26%. I haven't made a deposit yet.
Okay.
I'm a suspect of it. I've had it since like March. Kalani's 26%. Josh Heupel 18%. Brian Daboll 17%.
Yeah, I heard his name.
And then you go down DeBoer, Lincoln Riley, Brian Hartline, Matt Campbell, Terry Smith, Bob Chesney. There's a bunch of names. But
I don't like Heupel, but I think he'd be a better fit.
Heupel said he's not leaving.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
As of yesterday.
Yeah.
Brian Daboll's open.
Daboll's open. Hartline, the Ohio State receivers coach. That might be a trendy kind of get out in front. Ohio State receivers been the best receiving group the last 10 years, basically. So I don't know if they would go for someone like that.
In the last 2 seasons, Kalani is 22-3 in the Big 12.
Yeah.
With 3 straight victories over their rival Utah. And they're meeting Texas Tech in the first conference championship game since 1998.
Yeah.
And now you see Kalani Sitake potentially getting plucked away by money. I think I agree with you guys. I think he stays.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it out loud because I think there's a chance he goes. But I think because of what he's accomplished, because they've gotten used to this winning, all of a sudden there's this knee-jerk reaction. We need this guy. Look what he's done. We can't lose him.
Right.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of upside, like you were saying, the freshman, Bear Bachmeier, and there's a lot of pieces coming together.
The cupboard is full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yes, money has a part in college football. But you have to have money mixed with culture. I guarantee you can't have one and not the other.
Right.
I mean, Texas Tech doesn't have the success there just because they pay their roster $27 million. They still have to have good people, good players, good culture, good chemistry, rapport.
Yeah.
They have to actually love playing for each other.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're going to war with your brothers.
But what could happen here? Now, let me just say this could happen to Kalani. He could take the Penn State job, much like Rich Rod took the Michigan job, and flame out. Rich Rod flamed out at Michigan, got fired, had to go to Arizona, then Jacksonville State, work his way back up through the ranks to come back to West Virginia.
It's a risk.
So if you struggle, you will be banished to the lower levels of college football. It doesn't matter.
Lane Kiffin's buyout at LSU is only $7 million. Do you think he doesn't know that's in his contract?
That's right. But Lane did time at Florida Atlantic. He went through the lower levels of college football after he struggled at Tennessee and USC. Yeah. So you have to go back up through the ranks if you struggle. So if Kalani thinks he's going to be a 10-win team every year, go to Penn State, take the money, whatever. But if you think you're not going to, be great right out of the gate, oh man, there's a lot of pressure in state college.
I think so much of Kalani's success is due to how much character he has. He's very charismatic.
Yeah, he is.
He has a relatable coaching ability to really relay to players and have players buy in. And I think that's a trait that not all coaches have.
That's right.
Some players hate their coaches. They respect them, but they don't like them.
But recruiting, will he be able to get the players? I know he has a great contingent of the Polynesian players on his team right now. There's not a lot of those guys back east.
Let me tell you this, though.
Who's he going to recruit?
You're 11-1 with one of the best resumes in college football, and you're still outside the playoff picture. If you lose this week, you're not going to the 12-team playoffs. At State College, that wouldn't be the case.
If you go 11-2 at Penn State, you're going to the playoff. Right. Yes.
So I'm saying, Kalani,
I agree with that.
Kalani might be a little bit frustrated. You may not outwardly say it, but you're 11-1. You've lost one game to the number 5 team in the country.
Yeah, but the Big 12's a lot easier schedule than the Big 10. I don't think he goes 11 and whatever in the Big 10 this year.
Big Ten doesn't scare me this year. Oregon hasn't played
Indiana,
anybody
Oregon,
except Oregon.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Michigan would beat them. Yeah. These are just better teams.
Michigan would not be BYU.
They would be BYU.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think
In
so.
the big house. It depends on where they play it. If they play it on the road, BYU's not beating Michigan at home in front of 100,000 people. They're not.
Have you been to that stadium?
I have.
Why is that such a home field advantage?
100,000.
Why is that more home field advantage than LaVell Edwards Stadium? Please enlighten me.
Okay. I'm just saying Michigan, one of the toughest places to win in the entire country, and their defense is swarming. So would BYU beat them at home in Provo? Maybe, but not at Michigan.
Ohio State just trounced Michigan.
I know, but Ohio State's the number 1 team in the country.
You believe in Indiana?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
I do too.
I do.
I believe in Signetti.
Yeah. No,
I don't think they're the most talented team, but I think they're the team that believes
so
in their
you think
coach the
BYU
most.
would beat Ohio State, beat Indiana,
yeah.
all these teams? I mean, I don't think so.
No, I didn't say that.
You think they'd beat Michigan, though?
Yes.
Okay.
I
You
said
think-
that.
You think they'd
Don't
beat...
put words in my mouth.
All right.
Michigan doesn't scare me this year.
Pretty good. Pretty good,
Did
I'd
you
say.
watch the game on
It's
Saturday?
Ohio State. It's Ohio State. You
I
gotta
think
look at the
Ohio
rest of their
State's
schedule.
beatable.
All right. We'll see.
You play. Well, let's see what the playoff rankings come out to be tonight.
I guarantee you they'll be number 1.
I know they will. I know that, and they're good. I'm not discrediting that they're good. I think they're really good. But there is somebody that can beat them in this 12-team playoff. I am convinced that, and I don't not believe if Texas Tech gets good quarterback play that it couldn't be them.
Yeah.
I don't think the Big 12 is getting any respect this year because the teams at the bottom have really, really struggled. And then the middle of the road teams that have been good have struggled a little bit more than in years past. The Iowa States, the K-States, the Kansases. So that everybody considers the Big 12 a weaker conference this year. I hate that. It's a Power 4 conference. But they're not getting respect like a Power 4 conference.
Neither is the ACC, though. So
BYU's strength of schedule is good.
it is.
And they played a soft 4 games to start the year.
They did. And Miami played Notre Dame week 1, and they probably have the biggest gripe of anybody to make the playoff that are on the outside looking in my opinion.
You were just saying how bad of a loss it was to lose to Louisville.
It is
now
a bad
you've changed
loss to
your
Louisville.
tune. You said that yesterday.
They have more quality wins than BYU. They do. They beat Notre Dame week 1.
Look, the eyeball test says Miami should be in.
Over BYU, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, you've got 3 2-loss teams. Notre Dame, you've got Oklahoma, and you've got Alabama all in front of BYU and Miami. And BYU sitting there with 1 win, worrying about a team with Miami with 2 wins because their resume looks really good. I'm saying the point of this whole conversation is Kalani can be frustrated internally with all this outside noise and no respect for the Big 12 or BYU, where he wouldn't have to deal with this if he wins at Penn State.
Yeah.
You go win the conference, you go win the Big Ten.
A lot
you just
easier
get to
to
the
win
Big Ten
10
title
games.
game and you're in the playoffs.
It's a lot easier to win 10 games in the Big 12 than it is the Big 10, though. So, you're just saying, take this team and put it in the Big 10. It doesn't go the same record. It just doesn't,
I didn't say that.
Okay.
What,
well,
you,
that's kind of
you
what
just
you were.
said that I said that?
Yeah, it seems like you were kind of theorizing.
No,
that,
it seems like you're theorizing what I'm saying to try to pigeonhole me in, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't believe that the Big 10 is superior to the Big 12 by that big of a landslide as you make it sound like.
I think it is.
Every year or this year specifically?
This year specifically. There's only one team that would compete in the Big 10 this year in Texas Tech for the top spot.
We'll see. I hope Texas Tech matches up with somebody in the Big 10 in the first round. I hope BYU gets in.
Oregon.
And I hope they play. I think BYU can hang with Oregon.
I think Oregon's a fraud, personally. So I don't think they're going to be a deep team. Everyone thought they were going to go deep last year. They got bounced immediately. They're just not.
Yeah, they've got some receivers banged up. They haven't been healthy the last 2 weeks, and they've still beat a top 25 USC team and then a UW team on the road.
Everyone thought Penn State was a great win, but that team was terrible, and it took them to overtime to beat them. And then they lost to Indiana at home. I don't believe in Oregon.
Love to hear your thoughts. Paulie, if you want to call the show, feel free. Paulie will put words in your mouth. He's really good at that today. I promise. He's done it to me 3 times already this morning. You know. He's a Big Ten homer and apologist. We've learned that about Paulie this morning. He thinks the Big Ten is the greatest conference since sliced bread. And he made it very well known that Kalani, he doesn't think is a good fit at Penn State.
That's right.
Yeah. You would have took that job already.
I would have if I were him.
But you would have took it already. It's funny how that works. We got to get to a break. We've gone long, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Text line open. Hit us up, 435-990-9950. Love to hear your thoughts. It's The Drive. Good morning.
Yeah. Oh.
What's up, Southern Utah? Two times.
Paulie's 2 for
I
2.
know.
Two times we've opened the show, and Paulie.
She's quick draw McGraw with those mics this morning.
No, you have no mic presence. Don't blame Tara.
Yeah.
Don't blame Tara. Oh my gosh, that is so your fault. I haven't done that today.
I know.
You've done it twice.
I've done it twice.
Yeah, don't blame Tara.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. We are off and running Finley Hyundai Studios. Good morning. Glad you're locked in, loaded with us. Thank you for making us part of the day. Show today brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. And you can play for just $80 this month. They get you golf, 18 holes, the cart rental, and lunch, $80.
Dang.
And the pro shop, all I know is they're so stocked up in there for Christmas that
sizes, shirts, new arrivals. That if you have a golfer on your Christmas list, you're going to want to swing by the Coral Canyon Pro Shop. They got some specials going on all month long. Go check it out and take a look. We're gonna try to underreact and overreact here a little bit.
Yeah.
We've got some topics that we feel are pressing topics, and we've got to decipher if this is reality, if this is true, if this is the way we see it.
Yes.
The way I see it, because Paulie doesn't see it the way I see it, or if this is not a chance, not happening, overreaction, not even close.
Okay, I like this.
So we've got a variety of topics. We'll go through these rather quickly and break it down. What are we starting with?
Okay. Overreaction or reality? I want to add my own in here. Overreaction, or is underreaction a word, Paul?
It could be.
It is. We had this fight earlier. I had to just throw that in there. But no, back to the real thing. Overreaction or reality?
Yeah, why are we not saying overreaction, underreaction? Why do we have to use reality?
Because he told me it wasn't a word earlier.
I did, and then I grokked it. It is
and it's a word.
It's a very uncommonly used word, but still.
I wouldn't say uncommonly, but all right. The Knights will not be a playoff team.
That's an overreaction. Like everybody goes through rough stretches. This is an uncommon rough stretch for the VGK, though, that has definitely got my attention. But it's an 82 game season. There's still we're not even halfway yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't played half the games. So
Right.
you lose 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. You can go win 8 out of the next 10, and you'll be just fine. But this is starting to become a little bit of a trend that I haven't seen before. I've seen the Knights go through losing streaks and then bounce back and rip off win streaks. This is one of their longer losing streaks, really in the last 7 years.
Yeah, 10 of 15, 4 in a row until the win over the Sharks 4-3. So, yeah, I think it's real concern. The goaltending is bad this year.
Yep.
Aiden Hill's been hurt. Lindbaum is not that good. We're going to hear that Carter Hart is making his first start this week.
Yeah,
so
he's finally able to return.
He's reactivated and ready to go. I believe he is starting against the Blackhawks. And I think is that tomorrow or tonight?
I'll check on it.
Okay, check on that, because I think he is making his start their first game this week, which is the Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks, yeah.
So if
it is tonight.
That is
at
tonight.
home
All
at the
right.
Fortress.
So he was having media availability. They were asking him questions. Obviously,
that tells you all you need to know about the goaltending situation.
Yes.
The guy has been on the shelf, that hasn't played in a while, has had legal issues, finally got those behind him, is now finally eligible as of December 1st, and the next game, he's in the net. That tells you they don't have any confidence in anybody else.
I'm going to say overreaction that they won't make the playoffs because Bruce Cassidy's too good of a coach. There's too much talent on
this team. If he doesn't, he might lose his job.
He could lose his job. Yeah. So that's something that's a very real possibility. If they miss the playoffs,
which they've very rarely done,
invested in Marner, spending all that money, you would figure the team can only get better, but it's been worse. But it's an overreaction.
I think it's going to take some time. Give Marner some time.
Okay.
He's got a very high hockey IQ. He's a great player.
We're the third way into the season, though. He's had some time.
He's had some time.
But I think we'll see a better second
half.
The
assists are there for Marner.
Yeah.
The skate presence. It's just the scoring overall, just the shots on goal. He hasn't been as aggressive. He's been almost more of a facilitator.
Yeah, and that's always been his role with a Matthews. He's not the lead goal scorer on this team. So maybe he will.
He's made Dorofeev better. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
He has. So,
and then Stone's injury lingers.
Yeah.
Right.
That's been like a yearly thing at this point.
I know he's getting up there in age, but having Stone on the ice is a difference maker.
That's right. All right. So we're all going overreaction, right, Tara?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not giving up on him yet. All right. Overreaction or reality? Utah Tech basketball will finish in the top half of the WAC standings.
Ooh.
Reality.
Wow. Okay.
But I don't think the WAC is good this year. And I think, you're playing everybody. There's only 7 teams. So are you going to give me top 4 or top 3?
Let me look here.
I think I'll take that. I think this is a big year for Juddy.
Standings as of now, they are in second to last overall record.
They're
but
what,
no
5-5?
conference games have been played. Cal Baptist 7-1, UT Arlington 6-2, Utah Valley 5-2, Abilene Christian 5-3, Tarleton 5-4, Utah Tech 5-5.
Did they play Arizona and Arizona State and Hawaii?
I'm sure some of these teams played some good teams. Tarleton played Cincinnati as of last
That's
night.
not Arizona, like number
That's
2 in
not.
the country.
Baylor. They played some good teams, but not
Who?
Arizona.
Who?
Tarleton. They played LSU, Baylor, Cincinnati. Those are 3 Power 4, Power 5 teams.
Did they win any of them?
They did not.
So they're beating up on who?
They're beating up on the little guys.
Could you name the 5 wins?
For Utah Tech
No,
or
for
Tarleton? Yeah, it'll be. They also played SMU. They beat Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, Merrimack, Angelo State, Rice. Rice is a good win. And Maryland West State, which I've never heard of.
Exactly what I thought. They've lost every meaningful game.
Well, I mean,
Just like Utah Tech did.
Yeah.
Rice
the
is a
WAC is
quality
wide
win.
open. The WAC is wide open.
All right. Let's check on Cal Baptist. I think they've had some notable wins.
Cal Baptist is the team that scares me.
Yeah.
They're good.
They beat UC Irvine. They beat West Illinois. They beat UC Riverside. They beat Grambling. They beat San Diego. They beat Oregon State. I think Cal Baptist is probably the
Got a better
top
preseason
cream of the
resume.
crop.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
But we're talking conference slate here, though.
Oregon
So
State a little bit better win than Merrimack.
that's right. A little better win, but still, 5-5.
look, you
They're
gotta
one
play-
game ahead of
Paulie-
SUU, who you said was
Paulie.
bad. You think is not very good this year, right? SUU basketball struggling this year. 4-6. They got blown out by Gonzaga, lost by 50+ points. Like, I don't know.
I said they were bad after the Gonzaga game because anybody that watched that game, that was the largest margin of defeat in SUU school history. They lost by 72.
That's right.
And I remember going up to the Kennel, 5 years ago and doing a game in Spokane, and it's tough. It's not
is.
easy, but
That was the worst.
But Tech only lost by I think 28.
Yeah. No, that was the worst margin, the biggest margin of victory in Gonzaga basketball history, that game.
Yeah, again, putting words in my mouth. I said that after their worst loss ever, where they're not playing good. That was a bad loss, and then you make it sound like, I hate SUU basketball.
No, I hate them. It's just their roster, their team might not be very good this year. I mean, that might just be the fact. They're in last in the WAC.
Look,
They're 4-6.
Look, until we play, everybody plays everybody 3 times. That is a gauntlet.
Yeah.
Playing a team twice is tough enough. You're going to play everybody in your conference 3 times. You're going to have scouting reports memorized after the first time. You're going to know everybody like way too well.
Yeah.
It's going to be chippy, the wacky, but I don't think top to bottom there's quite as much talent this year as last year, and I think Utah Tech is better. So, yes, I think Utah Tech can finish in the top half of the WAC.
Top 4, we'll say, with 7 teams. I'll say they'll finish top 4. I think that's a reality as well. If they get Marvell back, I think that's a big point, and they need him
And who
back.
knows on that? Who knows?
Well, they need him. They definitely need him if they want to finish top
Yeah,
half.
they knew it was a gamble when they brought him in. They knew there was health concerns. They didn't know how much they'd have him.
Yeah.
They know if they've got him and he plays like he was recruited to play, that they will only have him for the rest of this year, and then he'll be gone again.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
And that's fine.
That's fine. If he can help you win games, which has been a struggle for Utah Tech over the last 2 years,
Yep.
I think you'll take him.
Yep. Okay, moving on.
All right. Overreaction or reality, the Utah Jazz will win 20+ games.
It's easy to do after they beat the Rockets last night.
Right?
I mean, they had a double-digit lead most of the way. Held off that late rally there the Rockets made and won comfortably, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 wins this year.
7.
7 wins this year
7.
after last night.
Yep. 7
Yeah,
to 13.
I think that's possible. The over under was what, 17.5?
Yeah.
I think the over is in play. I would say that is reality.
I would say 20 is a reality. Yeah.
But not 20+, huh?
No, 20 plus is the same thing. Yeah. So I'll say 20 plus reality. I think that this team is better than we thought. You're going to get contributions from a lot of young players, and I think that playing the guys like Clarkson and Sexton last year may have been good for jersey sales or whatever you wanted to do there, but that wasn't good for developing the team. This year they truly are playing the pups and getting the most out of their young guys, and they're going to take their lumps. But I still think 7 wins this through 20 games. Still got 82 or 62 games left. So there's a lot of games to win 20 plus. I think that's a reality for the Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
Keontae had such a dud the other night where he didn't score.
Right, at all.
Yeah, he had 28 last night.
28 and 8.
Yeah.
I mean, completely bounced back.
That's
You
why
wonder
I
what was
said
going
he's-
on, what
he's
was
cool
off
with
there.
that. Yeah, well, you can have one of those if you're him because he's been so good this year.
But Lowry 29, Keontae 28, Ace Bailey 13 on 5 of 11 shooting, +7 plus minus. He had 3 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. So really good box score for your number 5 overall draft pick, Ace Bailey.
That's right.
All right, moving
Okay.
on.
All right, overreaction or reality? BYU will cover the spread against Texas Tech.
Overreaction. I'm going to say that Texas Tech wins going away again.
Wow. You don't agree with Provo Dave, huh?
I don't. I don't.
Neutral site.
Yeah.
It's in Dallas.
Heavy Texas Tech crowd.
It will be.
There's a lot of LDS football fans in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Arlington area.
You're aware that Texas Tech is in the state of Texas, right?
Yeah.
And this game is being played in Texas.
That's not brand new information.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be 50-50.
Ooh, I don't think so. But
Have you been
I
to a
hope
BYU road game before? Do you watch the stands on BYU road games? Are you an idiot? Like you?
hey, look, is a name call there from him.
Yeah, we're getting name calling
We're
now
getting
from the
name
double.
calling. Look at this.
Mark my words. There will be a huge contingent of BYU fans.
Okay.
Like your point is a dumb one because it's going to be 50-50 or close to it. So I'm not buying your point at all.
All right.
Look, it's tough to beat a team in the same fashion. Every game writes its own script. You're paying way too much attention to what happened last game.
Yeah.
Sometimes teams truly are superior,
They are.
but it will not play out the same way. It is going to be closer, and that is reality, if you ask me.
Okay.
And if
I think so.
Kalani is really, really worth $9 million a year, they will figure some scheme out. Now, ultimately, Bear Bachmeier is going to have to push the ball down the
That's
field.
what I
Yeah.
mean. It's you can have all
But they
the
were running
X's and
mass
O's,
protection,
all
and they
the
were running 2
chalkboard
guys in
talk.
routes with the extra line, extra tight end, and extra running back blocking. Like you do, they've got to go 5 wide and blow the doors up and just play aggressive. And if that happens, I think they can make a game of it. I'm not saying they win, but I think they could cover the spread, which is going up, by the way. It's like 15 points right now.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. Back in a flash. It's The Drive. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is The Drive. Congratulations to our weekly Zag Picks of the Week winners. We reached out to you yesterday, and that wrapped up the regular season of the Picks of the Week. We brought it back. We ran it all the way through the college football season, and now we're going to take a little break, and we're going to round up everybody that got first and second. We're going to be emailing you the picks, but not until next week. We got to wait to see how the college bulls shake out, what the college football playoffs look like, and then we were going to be sending all of the people that took first or second a sheet. You fill them out, you get them back to us, and you'll be in the running for the grand prize package, compliments of Zag and Kabuto Sushi. Been a lot of fun. We played along. We've had some fun with it. People were really very consistent. That we had a group of probably 40, 50 that were playing every single week. Some of you were a little sporadic, but there was a good contingent of people that really got on there, made their picks every single week. And I think we got enough feedback, positive feedback, that we'll try to bring that back next football season. I think people really enjoyed that. So thank you to Zag. They are great. 2 St. George, 1 Cedar City, Zag location.
Yes.
Appreciate Game Day Men's Health. It's December. Game Day helping you look and feel your best. And if you need a T-test, they do it for free. Free, free. And if you want to get your free T-test, you can call or text. I love the text line. I'm always saying, hey, I heard you on the radio with Devin and the guys. When can you get me in for my free T-test? And they will get back to you when they get into the office. 435-265-4223. 435-265-4223. So, appreciate Game Day Men's Health. Also, shout out to our other great sponsors. And here's the thing. The holidays are here, right, Paulie?
Yeah.
I'm big on shop local. All our sponsors are local. We have no national sponsors. We have all local sponsors, so I'm big on shopping local. If you need any of the products or services, at Coral Canyon Golf Course, go get your golfer a golf shirt for Christmas or some new balls or whatever. St. George Tent Shop, they got gift certificates for the holidays for a tent job for your son, your daughter, anybody. That's a out-of-the-box gift idea that they'll love. Gift certificates at Kabuto. Color Country Custom Coating. If you have somebody you know that needs a new paint job or some touch-up work on their vehicle, you can go get $400 off their permanent ceramic coating down there, and they can do a ton of cool things to make your ride look so good, like brand new again. Go see JC down there at Color Country Custom Coating. Appreciate Prime IV. Prime IV, they've got a ton of specials going on for the holidays, Paulie.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going today.
Are you going?
I am.
Oh,
2 o'clock, baby. I'm going to go get the glow and some glutathione and all that stuff. So,
I'm actually jealous. You'll have to report back how you feel tomorrow. I bet Tara is energized tomorrow.
I won't be here tomorrow, but I'm going to be feeling good.
That's right. Yeah. But yeah, this December at Prime IV, they've got their holiday wellness bundles, their biggest savings of the year. Perfect way to prioritize your health and give the gift of wellness to someone you love. All these bundles is designed around your goals, so you choose from immunity, the glow, the weight loss, the athletic performance, the ultimate wellness, or the Prime IV experience. And there's hundreds of dollars off. And there's VIP, luxury massage chairs, oxygen therapy, so many cool things. PrimeIVSTG.com. Check out all their December specials. We got to get to a timeout. Hour 2 coming up when we come back. Hour 2, are you ready for us? I don't know if they can handle Paulie today.
Yeah.
Can they handle Paulie Hour 2?
You guys
We're
can't
about
even
to
handle me.
You're a handful today. There's no question.
That's right.
No question. Hot takes. I tried to put words in my mouth all morning.
Yeah, it obviously bubbled over. First time you ever called me an idiot.
Yeah, because you were being stupid.
I've called you an idiot.
Yeah, I know. That was
So many
payback.
times.
That was payback. That was payback. Let's get you what's going on around the water cooler. We call it our top 8 at 8. It's brought to you this morning by our friends at Wilkinson's House of Lighting. Well, Patriots, no problems last night. Taking care of Jackson Dart and the New York Giants, 33-15. The final score in that game, and you know, I do believe that the Giants have some nice pieces, and they're playing hard, and they're probably one of the more competitive 2-win teams in the entire NFL. I mean, Dart's got to learn, though, to get out of bounds. Like, oh my gosh, they took that big hit. He took some other. He's coming off a concussion, and I know he only has one way to play, and that's hard, and I can respect that. But you're a lot more valuable to your team healthy than you are hurt.
Yeah.
And that shot he hit from Caden Ellis in the first quarter was
epic.
Oh my gosh, he popped back up and ended up, you know, getting a little bit of altercation going between two teams, and then it kept happening and happening and happening. It was 17-0 before you even could blink, and then finally the Giants got a little something going in the second quarter. You know, I thought they got the ball back with about 7 minutes to go, down 30-15, and I thought if they could go down and score, that maybe that would be a good finish, or at least an interesting finish. And they go 3 and out and punt, and I'm like, well, that's not going to get it done. So, was that the worst field goal attempt you've ever seen last night, though, by Koo?
Wow. Yeah.
You saw
It's
Jackson
up there.
Dart's reaction. He just looked away and was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anybody that did not watch the game last night, the Giants kicker, like, the snap was not great, the hold was not great, but as he's coming down to kick the ball, he misses the ball about a foot short of the ball and just kicks his toe right into the turf.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the holder jumps up out of there and just gets obliterated.
Yes.
Like, nobody's open. There's no fire. There's nobody running a route. It was a kick that went haywire.
Yeah.
Which you rarely see. In the NFL, you rarely see bad snaps, bad holds. You know, you see missed kicks all the time, but
not the toe pick.
No.
Like the holder and the long snapper's job, they do it over and over and over, and they usually don't have any mistakes. But we saw a big mistake, and it led to an awful meme for Koo last night.
That's right. It did.
We've got a clip from the Mannings and.
Oh yeah, we do have
for
that.
the Altcast last night.
Yeah.
We got them talking about the chunk kick by Young Wei Koo.
Yeah,
Close enough for us.
Here it is.
Oh my God! He tripped, Danny.
Oh, he still didn't get
the kicker tripped trying to kick the field goal. He tripped over the turf. I have not seen that.
I've never seen
Ever.
that. I've never seen that.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's watch this.
I felt good about the holder throwing a touchdown until I didn't. What? He just kicked the ground?
What the hell was that?
Eli, it's like one of your fat 9-irons you hit. You just fell on grass.
Pretty rough.
It's one of your fat 9-iron shots. We thought you'd like that, Devin.
Worst kick ever.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Like, worst NFL field goal attempt I think I've ever seen. Like, not even close to the ball.
Yeah.
It's never
Like,
happened. It'll never happen again.
He's not even
Like, it's just
looking
crazy.
down. He's looking up.
Yes.
Like that's like trying to hit a golf shot blindfolded. It's trying to hit a field goal blindfolded. You've got to see it to kick it. Unbelievable.
And after Matthew Stafford's loss to the Carolina Panthers, one Mr. Drake May has again moved up to number 1 in the MVP odds at -130.
By
He is
beating the Giants, he was
-130.
very impressive against the 2-win Giants team. Impressed the voters, huh?
He did impress
He
the
did,
voters.
yeah. He impressed me.
You've been impressed from day one. Don't act like you're shocked.
Right?
Other headlines. Jazz got back in the win column last night. Utah beats the Houston Rockets 133-125 at home. 7 players in double figures in the win. Lowry Markkanen, 29, 28 from Keontae George. Jazz will now hit the road Thursday to face off with the Brooklyn Nets. How about them Utah Jazz?
Yeah.
Ace Bailey, nice box score too. 18 points. 3 blocks, bunch of rebounds, couple assists, like really filled up the box sheet. Starting to really like, now that we've getting more of a larger sample size from Ace Bailey. Consistency's not there, but you can see the potential is certainly. Utah Mammoth dumped by the Sharks last night.
Yeah.
Got off to a slow start. It was 2-0 before you blinked. It was 3-2 at the end of the first period. And then they go on to lose 6-3 in the Shark Tank in San Jose. Mammoth have now lost 4 games in a row.
Yeah, they're sliding right now. They need to get right. There's even smoke about maybe making a coaching change at this point in the season. I've been reading a lot of that. I'm not sure if that's where they go at this stage of the season.
Melka got pulled again last night.
He did.
Yeah,
It was a
Veggie's
bad day
struggling.
for him. The second goal by Toffoli, we were talking about this pre-show.
Yeah.
It's right off the face-off. It's like he didn't even move.
But it's like he didn't even
Kind
see
of
it.
let it go right by him. It was just he was just totally off last night. Vitek Vanacek came in his stead. So yeah, Mammoth slide. And they need to get right. I don't know what happens if it's maybe a change at the top. We'll see.
Did Cooley play much?
He did play.
Okay.
He did play quite a bit. He pretty much skated. Let me check. I want to see the minute count, but he was out there quite a bit.
Quite a bit? Okay.
Yeah. He was out there 15 minutes of ice time.
Okay.
So, yeah, he was playing pretty much a full game.
It won't get easier for the Mammoth. They will continue their road trip tomorrow against the Anaheim Ducks on the road.
Ducks, 33 points,
Yeah,
16-9-1, one of the better teams in the league. Then they got the Canucks, who are, might be able to win that one. The Flames, 2 bad teams in a row. Then you got the Kings, Panthers, and Kraken on the 7th.
Kraken. We're going to be there.
That's right.
If you didn't hear our opening rant this morning, we talked about this for the first 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
Went into detail, but the quick headline is BYU football could lose their head coach. Multiple sources reporting that Kalani Sitake is being pursued by Penn State. They've met. It's went well. Supposedly there's a big offer on the table.
Yeah.
BYU is scrambling now behind the scenes to try to match or re-raise Penn State's offer. And look, Sitake played for the Cougars in college. He's coached the team since 2016.
Yeah.
He's 83 wins, 44 losses. And you got to remember, some of those were in that independent era where they were playing anybody, anywhere that they could. The number 11 Cougars face number 5 Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game Saturday morning down in Texas.
Latest tweet I'm seeing here, there's been rapid growth and optimism on BYU's side.
Oh, I'm sure. They're
that
rallying the troops.
They're getting Sitake to stay. A number round, like I said earlier in the show, $8 to $9 million, plus the NIL benefit I spoke about earlier. Sitake is also advocating for a bigger assistance pay pool for his assistants. So
cool.
that could be something that maybe BYU could throw in as well to help keep the big man in Provo.
All of us thought when we, I said, Paul, you got 10 seconds. Does he stay or go? Paul says he's going to stay.
Yeah.
Tara said stay. I was not as convinced as you guys, but I think a lot of people feel like that just doesn't seem like a good match for Sitake.
It's not a fit.
But
Doesn't make sense.
man, resources are there.
Yeah.
Big Ten. You know that if you were 11-1 and you were playing in the Big Ten title game, you would be in the college football playoffs. Right now, BYU is the last team out on the outside looking in going into the Big 12 championship game on Saturday. By the way, a couple BYU football players got honored by the Big 12. Quarterback Bear Bachmeier was named Freshman of the Week. Parker Kingston.
7th time for Bear Bachmeier, Freshman of the Week.
Pretty good stuff. 289 and a touchdown in the 42-21 win over UCF. Kingston had a punt return for a score, and he's been the go-to wide receiver. Chase Roberts has been out the last couple of weeks, and Kingston has really become the dude. I remember he was a high school quarterback. He didn't even play wide receiver in high school, and that tells you the athleticism of a Parker Kingston.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other headlines locally. Utah men's basketball team is in action tonight. Utes will face Cal. They'll play Cal, former Pac-12 foe. First true road game of the season for Alex Jensen and the Utah Utes. They've won 6 straight against the Golden Bears, including 3 straight on the road. So we'll see if that trend continues tonight. You also have Utah Tech back in action tomorrow night. They'll be on the road in Santa Clara. So that's what's next for the John Judkins-led basketball team. J.D. Gustin and the women are home tonight at the Burns Arena. If you're looking for something to do on a Tuesday night, you can go down and watch the women play. Last night, one other score to report. I saw Spencer McLaughlin's post. He was getting ready for the game last night on ESPN Plus, and I said, I bet that one's not going to be close. And he gave me kind of an emoji in return. SUU beats West Coast Baptist 124 to 59. 124 to 59.
Wow. Good.
West Coast Baptist, we saw play Tech, and when they lose by 48 to Tech, they lose by even more in Cedar City. Ouch. Ouch. Next game how about this little 2-game swing? I can honestly say SUU is testing themselves schedule-wise. They're 4-6 right now. They played Arizona State. They played Nebraska, University of Nebraska, Omaha. They played Gonzaga. They played Wazoo. They go to Oregon State and play in Corvallis Saturday, and then they'll stay up there and then they'll come home and then go back up a week later, and they'll play the University of Washington in Seattle.
Wow.
2 separate trips a week apart, but going to the Northwest. And then NAU at home on December 18th. And then SU doesn't play again until December 29th at the Burns Arena against the Trailblazers. That rivalry game, three SUU Utah Tech men's basketball games. Yes, please. Yeah. I think that's going to be fun. That is going to be a lot of fun. All right. Any other headlines we missed, Paul, you want to get into?
I'm trying to see if there's anything notable. I mean, the stocky thing's the hot button talk, of course, today.
Looks like Bucked Up's getting in on it.
Yeah, I just saw this hilarious tweet.
Everyone wants the PR, right?
It's got Nutricost, Bucked Up, Vivint, Built, Qualtrics, and Crumble, all assembling what looks like the Avengers little myth with they got all the power
Utah companies.
Just hold it up, like showing it.
I got to get a full screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
It's the Infinity Gauntlet from the Avengers, and all the stones are Utah companies that are trying to help keep Sataki. Amazing. Amazing. Twitter is great.
I love it. For a high school basketball, no games broadcast scheduled tonight. We'll have a doubleheader this Friday night presented by The Boulevard, by Smart. For over 50 years, making your house more like home. The Boulevard will bring you Pineview at 5:15 on Friday, and then the Snow Canyon game right after that. They're playing in that Snow Canyon tournament. So we'll have Panthers, Warriors back-to-back. Tonight, though, you do have a couple Region 9 teams in action. Orem is at Hurricane at Tiger's Den. Brigham Kemp and company ready to go. Good start to the season. They're up to 5th in the Des News for a poll. Pineview at Canyon View, and of course, Panthers rocking and rolling, undefeated in the early season, and Jelani Ojegba has went off, averaging almost 30 a game. Yeah. So Canyon View, watch out. Here come the Pineview Panthers. That game will be up in Cedar City, and both those games tonight at 7 o'clock. And we'll recap them for you tomorrow morning, and then tune in this Friday again for a doubleheader of live play-by-play. By the way, you look at the 4A leaders. Jelani is second. He's played 2 games. He's averaging 27 a game, and is per 32 minutes, I think he's averaging like 34. So a really good start for the senior small forward for the Pineview Panthers. It is The Drive. Those are your top 8 to 8 headlines. Hey, Jazz win.
Yeah.
SUU won.
Boom.
Kalani's getting a bunch of people showing him some love with a
Yeah.
bunch of zeros behind it. And we'll see what the rest of the day brings. Are we going to get an
I think
announcement
this will
one
be
way or
today.
the other?
There's too much smoke today.
He's got to make a decision
There's
soon.
talk of, I've seen handshake agreements and stuff, all kinds of stuff on Twitter. So I'm wanting to know what's right. You know, what is going to come out of this? When will Pete Nakos or
you know what's going to
Thamel
come out
or
of this?
one of these guys come out?
Kalani Sitake's going to make a lot more money tomorrow than he did today.
Like I
Yeah.
said, I think it's a major leverage play. And the reason he's flirting so intensively with Penn State, I think, is to get more money at BYU. I think that's the end game here. So
Do you think he intentionally did that? I think that you're right. I do agree with you, but I don't think it was intentional. State College didn't. He didn't reach out to them. I got to
kinda
believe they
feels-
reached out to him.
Right,
feels like
but
the
once
Kentucky-
they
They have
did, why
coaching-
not leverage that?
that's right. Leverage it. It's just like
Well, see how much
it's
you
just like the
wanted.
Kentucky coaching search. All those guys, were offered. Scott Drew and all the names, Dan Hurley,
And
all-
Pope's done a good job.
and they all decided to go back to their respective schools. They said, that's not for me, but I'm going to take the interview so I get more money. I
Right.
think that's what Satake's doing here. So.
Yeah. Yeah,
Smart.
But
It
my
is smart.
sources
Yeah,
last
very
night
smart.
said there was really good vibes in the initial meetings, and that it was a 90% done deal. So Kalani is putting off vibes that leads Penn State to believe that they've got a shot to land
Oh
him.
yeah. It's a big financial shoe game, like our shell game, I should say. How are they going to be able to make up? Because they're not going to ever be able to pay him $11.5 million like Penn State. But can they get to 8 or 9? That's kind of what we're wondering here. Can the collective, the whatever it takes to get Kalani this money, will they get it together? Because I think the clock is ticking as far as Penn State's offer. So let's see.
Good stuff. Got to take a break. It's The Drive. We're off and running on a Tuesday morning. Lots to get to when we come back. Still got my Dirty Dozen NFL Power Rankings and much, much more on the other side of a timeout. Oh, one of my favorite Rise Against songs, if not my very favorite. What's up, everybody? It's The Drive, Devin. A very, very, very happy Tuesday morning to you on the 2nd of December. This year's just flown by. I got Paulie with me. TA's here as well. Tara, this year gone fast for you?
So fast. I can't believe it's already December.
I mean, when you're having fun, you're just rolling right along. It's December. I'm not ready for Christmas, Paul. Are you?
Yeah, I kind of am.
You are?
Going back to Virginia this year, so I'm kind of anticipating that.
Yeah, you don't get back there every year, so that's good.
I don't, yeah.
That's
so
great.
It's good.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I have to get through my wife's birthday and Thanksgiving before I can even think about Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just out because they're a day apart, Thanksgiving and her birthday. And now that I'm through that, now I can finally try to wrap my mind around Christmas, but I have not fully done so yet. Even though my wife's had the Christmas tree out for a couple weeks, I have not put any lights up on the house, which is on my to-do list this weekend.
Fake tree or real tree?
We have the last 2 years, she went and bought one. It's a
real
fake tree.
Oh, a fake
No, it's
tree.
a fake tree
Okay.
that she got a couple years ago.
All right.
You used to do the real trees, and then she decided to try the other one. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
What about you? What do you got at your house?
I have
You don't want to know what kind of tree he has in his house.
I have a miniature, little guy, this tall. Got ornaments
nice.
on it. I'll take a picture of it. It's actually pretty cool.
You actually have a Christmas tree?
I have a little fake one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, I do.
All right.
Yeah.
That surprised me.
Was
well
that
done.
on your bingo card?
No.
That wasn't on his bingo card.
No.
I didn't think so. Yeah, I got one. Not a real one, but at home, when I go back for Christmas, it's always a real one. That smell, the beautiful, the sap you get on your hands when you're watering it and everything. I love the tree. I love it. The real tree.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know you'd be that excited about a Christmas tree, but I'm actually impressed. Let's get to my Dirty Dozen, and then we're going to circle back to any more news we can get you before the end of the show on Kalani Sitake situation with BYU and Penn State, and is he staying or is he going? But Dirty Dozen this morning brought to you by our friends, and we have a lot of friends, a lot of great businessmen and women that bring you the show each and every day. And if you need their products or services, please go check them out, including Jimmy John's, our highlight of the week sponsor. Jimmy John's, sub so fast you'll freak. When you're on the go this holiday season, stop in for some Jimmy John's while you're out doing your Christmas shopping, and keep those highlights rolling into us. Submit your highlights. If you're out watching little Johnny or little Jane play basketball or any sport at all, extreme sports, snowboarding, skateboarding, wakeboarding, surfing, it doesn't matter. We want athletic highlights. If we choose yours, we give you a $100 Jimmy John gift card for submitting them right on our website. You can submit them, upload them. It takes you just a minute. You can go to thefansportsnetwork.com. You go to the contest tab and find the Jimmy John's highlight of the week and upload your videos, and we will get them trending. We didn't have enough of our fall sports, so we're not doing a November vote. What we're going to do is we're going to take our one highlight from November that we haven't used yet, that we put out the last week, and then we'll add 3 to it the next 3 weeks in December, and then we'll have you vote before Christmas and whoever wins the vote, that team that athlete plays for, or family, if it's an individual sport, will win a catered Jimmy John's meal for the whole team or fam. So keep those nominations coming in. Maybe you're thinking right now, I got that clip of Billy hitting that grand slam, or I got that clip of Jane hitting that half-court shot to win the game. Whatever it is, send them to us. We want to see them. If we choose them, we'll make it worth your while. All right, let's get to it. It's the Dirty Dozen. All right, just missing my Dirty Dozen this week. Tampa Bay. I know they won, but it just didn't quite do enough to get them back in. They're 7-5. They beat the Cardinals 20-17. Gutsy performance by Baker. Also just missing Jacksonville. Just missing my Dirty Dozen. And the Chargers. Don't have room for the Chargers and the Cowboys. Those are probably my first 4 out in no particular order that didn't make my dirty dozen. Tampa Bay, Dallas, Jacksonville, and the LA Chargers. No room. And in Kansas City, losing to the Cowboys, I had them, I think, 11th last week or 12th. I had them just in.
Yeah.
I would probably drop them down to 16 or 17 now after that loss to the Cowboys. I mean, best case scenario for Andy Reid and the Chiefs, just find a way to get in the playoffs. But that's not going to be as easy as it sounds at 6-6 right now.
That's right. Probably got to win out and get some help. So.
Yep. All right, let's get to who did make my dirty dozen.
Number 12.
Look how far they've fallen. The Colts down 5 spots this week. The Colts just staying in. They're still 8-4. And I leave them in because they lost to a team that's as hot as a lot of teams are in the league right now. Texans are playing really good defense. And they got C.J. Stroud back. Their offense doesn't scare you, but their defense should. 2016 Colts fall to the Texans. I've got them at 12. All of a sudden, Danny Dimes has come back down from earth. I know he's on a contract year. I know he's playing with a broken, a broken fibula?
Yeah, a hairline
fracture.
Yeah.
Which I give him credit. It's a contract year. He's showing you his toughness. He's on a winning team, like gutsy performance. But the first 5 weeks compared to the last, 6 or 7 weeks, completely different for the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts.
I would agree, and I was one that was not hoodwinked by their hot start. I thought that this would happen, the comeback to earth moment for the Colts. Because you stop Taylor, you stop the Colts. That's really the formula.
And look, they got a get-right game at the Jags on Sunday, though.
Ooh, I don't know if that's a get-right game.
If you win it is.
Well, the Jags are good.
They're not in my dirty dozen.
Oh, okay.
I just listed them, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the Jags.
All right, you're not scared.
No.
All right.
Number 11.
Team that just beat them, Houston Texans. I've got them up 5 spots into the rank. You beat the Colts and you move up. And I thought that, with the Chiefs losing, with Tampa Bay just barely beating the not very good Arizona Cardinals team. Jacksonville played Tennessee, so that didn't impress me. Chargers had the Raiders. So by beating the Colts on the road, I had to move the Texans up. Plus, they play the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football this week. So Houston, with another win against the Chiefs, can really solidify themselves as a top 12 team in the National Football League. I've got the Houston Texans, D'Amico Ryans at number 11.
Number 10.
Lions here for me. Detroit has been as high as, I think, 1 and as low as, 10. And boy, oh boy, I'm not sure what to make of the Lions right now. They lose to the Packers on Thanksgiving, 31-24. Amon-Ra St. Brown seems like a catastrophic injury if he cannot go this week. They play the Cowboys Thursday night, so it's a full week because Cowboys and Lions both played on Thanksgiving, so they put them in the Thursday night game, which I think is fair to do. I think I really like the league doing that. But man, if the Lions lose again to the Cowboys and go to 7-6, you're starting to lose a little bit of faith in this Detroit Lions team.
I would say I've lost a good amount of faith in them too. Really, when Gibbs isn't going, they've got issues. So, J-Mo, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Laporta, you'd think this offense would be better than it is at this stage, but that is the Ben Johnson effect, I think. So, losing both coordinators not helping this team either.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Lions at 10, one of the lowest spots they've had in my dirty dozen all season.
Number 9.
I've got the San Francisco 49ers here. Beat the Browns. They're going into their bye week. Niners can still win the division. Rams, Niners, Seahawks. Is that probably going to be the best race in football?
Probably, yes.
I mean, you've got 3 teams in the NFC West, all in my top 10 in my dirty dozen. And the Niners are in 3rd in the division, and they're 9-4.
Yeah.
They're 9-4. They won games without Purdy, and he's back. And now he got hurt again, and he comes back. So San Francisco defensively really, really good. Really, really good. Handling Shadur, no problem last week. Not that impressive of a win, beating the Browns 26-8. But anytime you hold a team to 8 points, you got a pretty good defense. So offense is still not humming, but if San Francisco could get their offense humming, they still have Christian McCaffrey playing at a high level. He's 100% healthy this year, which is huge. Kittle missed some time early, but he's back. So watch out for San Francisco. I got them at number 9.
Number 8.
I dropped Eagles from what did I have them last week? 3. I had them at 3. I dropped them from 3 to 8. I dropped them 5 spots. They lose to the Bears 24-15. And look, you scored 15 points against a Bears defense that I don't think is a top 10 defense in the league. They're just okay. And the Eagles, 15 points on Black Friday at home? What? And A.J. Brown actually produced, but what are they doing with Saquon Barkley? And now they got the Chargers on Monday night. Eagles could go in 4 weeks from 1 to unranked if they lose the Chargers. This is a trend that Eagle fans have to be very worried about right now in Philadelphia.
The Eagles are approaching the time of year and the place in the season where you have the players only meetings. I think those are going to be happening here soon because this locker room is fractured. It clearly is. So they're struggling on and off the field, the Philadelphia Eagles.
It happens sometimes when you win a Super Bowl. A lot of egos in that room.
Yeah.
A lot of strong personas with A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts.
And he's not the same. Saquon is not the same.
Neither is
running
the
back.
play calling.
Well, I'm not going to blame the play calling over and over again. He's not the same back this year. And his teammates have said it. The media has said it. I think it's just overusage. The usage rate was so high last year.
And the line is not as good either, Paulie.
I don't know. Like, what's missing from the line from last year?
Kelsey, their starting center.
I think that's been 2 years,
2
hasn't
years?
it? Yeah.
He's out. I mean, that just comes to the top of the mind because he's a polarizing person. But
I get it.
But I
pretty much
I've watched some Eagles games.
Dickerson, they've got a lot of the same pieces along the line. I think Saquon's not the same. Not the same.
Yeah. What's wrong with Saquon?
I don't know. I mean, he's getting the carries.
He's not. He's getting. Look at his carries the last 4 weeks. He's not getting the carries. He needs more than 11 carries.
Sounds like
in a
somebody
game.
who's got him in fantasy.
100% have
and
him.
he hasn't been good.
So
Let's
don't
be
go
honest.
tell me he's been getting the carries though, because I track it every week and he's not been getting. He's not getting 20 plus carries.
I'll tell you
all.
why. Now, let's look at his stats. 13 for 56 last game. That's not good. 198 carries is 4th in the league. 740 yards is 16th.
Yeah.
So
they're not
he
committed
is
to the
getting
run.
the carries.
No, they're not committed to the run.
Despite your belief.
They're
4th
not committed
in the
to the
league
run.
in carries.
11 carries against Dallas.
13. And he's got 198 on the season. That's good
Okay,
for
that's 4
4th
yards.
in the league.
What is his yards per carry?
Who knows? 3.7, which is awful.
That's
under
not,
4. That's bad for a all-pro perennial running back.
It's not great, but for his standards.
4 touchdowns? This is a terrible season. Terrible.
Have you watched Philadelphia? Have you seen there hasn't been anything second level for Saquon all year? What's his yak yard? What's his yak?
Make a guy miss.
What's
How
his
about
yards?
that?
Well, look up his yak yards after contact. Look at running backs yards after contact. I would love to know if he still ranks high or not, because that's something Saquon
Ranks
was
high
really
in
good.
carries and low in yards per carry. So
In the NFL in carries, where does he rank?
4th.
4th in the whole league.
198 is 4th in the NFL in carries. Yes.
And where does he rank in yak yards?
I don't have.
don't have
That's
that.
not a stat that's easily accessible.
Okay, moving on. All right. You got fired up about Philly.
I mean, I don't like
You
Philly.
don't like
and
Philly at
You
8.
always defend Saquon, and he's having a
You don't
bad
like-
year,
you don't
bro.
like Phil-
Let's just be honest.
You don't like Philly at 8.
I don't mind Philly at 8. I'm just making the point about Saquon.
This is
and why
not a
they're at
Saquon
8.
segment. This
That's
is a
why
power
they're at
ranking
8.
segment.
He sucks this year. So let's be clear. You always defend him. So I'm just going to be the one guy. I told you not to take him before the season. His stats were going to be down. You said, nope, he's going to be
Because you're
great.
always right. Always listen to
I'm
Uncle
just-
Paulie. Uncle Paulie just speaks wisdom
I'm
day
just
and
saying.
night.
I'm just saying. Go ahead. Keep going.
Holy smokes. Derail the whole segment. Number 7, I got the Buffalo Bills. Man, what player can I touch on that Paulie's going to rip apart?
I don't got
Man,
any
Josh
qualms.
Allen is having an MVP season. Oh, he's not the same guy. Josh Allen's terrible. They
That's
beat the
me.
Steelers 26-7.
Okay.
They've got the Bungles next. I got the Bills at number 7. Any objection, Your Honor?
No.
Right.
Are you
Not on this
sure?
one. Nope, nothing.
I mean, for the record, I don't trust the Bills' defense, but I
Okay.
still like this offense, and I still believe Josh Allen's going to make plays for you. All right, moving on.
Number 6.
I know this might be low for some people, but this is where I put the Chicago Bears. I know they're 9-3. I had them squeaking in at number 12, knowing that if they could beat the Eagles, that they were going to jump up, knowing that they had the Packers this Sunday, that they could really go from 12 all the way up into arguably the top 3 with 2 consecutive wins. One mission accomplished as they beat the Steelers. They gave Aaron Rodgers a bloody nose and hurt cast and made him hate football and want to retire. This is a Chicago Bears defense, though, that is not great, but they are heading towards a home playoff game in Ben Johnson's first season. The Bears have only won the NFC North once in the last 14 years. Okay? Holy cow, they do have a difficult remaining schedule. Packers this week, Lions, Packers and Niners again. So they have the Packers twice, Lions and Niners. That is a tough finishing stretch for the Bears, who I have at number 6.
Number 5.
The team that plays the Chicago Bears this Sunday. I got Green Bay here, 8-3, and a measly tie that happened early in the season against the Dallas Cowboys. They beat the Lions, though, on Thanksgiving, and I moved them up from 7 last week to 5. I got the Packers at number 5. And, you know, after Tucker Kraft got hurt, lost for the season, I feel like Love after last week finally feels like, 4 touchdown passes. I thought Wicks really stepped up. Dobbs has stepped up his game a little bit. Still haven't seen a hide nor hair of Matthew Golden, their late first-round draft pick. But some other guys have started to step up in the receiving corps for Green Bay, mainly Wicks and Dobbs. Green Bay at 5.
Number 4.
You want to rip Jordan Love the way he's playing?
Not yet.
Seattle Seahawks up 1 spot from 5 to 4. They beat the Vikings 26-0. And look, Sam Darnold wasn't great Sunday. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He was 14 to 26, 128 yards, but he didn't have to be against his former team. The defense, had a special team touchdown. They had 4 interceptions over the rookie out of Minnesota, Brosman. And so Seattle.
Brosmer or Brosman?
Brosmer. It's actually Brosmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not a very, familiar name for a lot of people, but Brosmer threw 4 picks. Darnold had 1 fumble that was egregious, but then they got the pick 6 the other way, and they didn't give any points up on turnovers. Seattle wins easily. I got Seattle right here at 4, at 9-3, and look, they're going to a beat up backup quarterback led Atlanta Falcons team this Sunday, and they got a little help with LA Rams losing. So I got Seattle in a good spot sitting here at number 4.
Number 3.
I got the Rams here, mainly because they beat the Seahawks head-to-head at a game that, Seattle had 4 turnovers a couple weeks ago. The rematch is December 18th. Me and my son, I got tickets for his birthday, his 21st birthday. We are going to that game.
Excellent.
It's a Thursday night game, and we will be in Seattle. So that's I'm looking forward to that trip up there for the rematch. But I got the Rams at 3. They got the Cardinals this week, but Carolina, I mean, you got to give their owner a lot of credit. Remember when he was throwing drinks on a woman and he was in trouble and he was over managing?
Was it Tepper?
Yeah, David Tepper.
David Tepper.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to give owners credit. He has gotten out of the spotlight. He has got all the right people in place. And all of a sudden, Carolina is they've got some bad losses, but they got some really good wins. So Rams lose 31-28. Stafford had 2 interceptions and a costly fumble. Maybe takes a little step backward in the MVP race with those 2 untimely interceptions. But this is a Super Bowl or bust team. If you're number 3 at this point in the season, I consider you a Super Bowl contender, and the Rams are still that at 9-3, even after that loss to Carolina on the road.
Number 2.
Where are my Denver Bronco fans at? I got the Broncos here, 10-2. How about Denver paying all that money to Russell Wilson, trading for him, then dumping him, and now drafting Bo Nix, and all of a sudden They are the cream of the crop in the AFC with the New England Patriots. Denver 10-2, beat the Commanders. I know it took overtime. I know it wasn't convincing, but it was on the road in prime time. And none of their wins have been pretty, and they've won a lot of close games. But you're finding ways to win. And Bo Nix did throw for 321.
Yeah.
And they've got the Raiders on Sunday, which is almost another gimme game. And so Denver should get their 11th. They've already went over the win total for the year.
Yes.
So have the Seahawks. So have a lot of the teams at the top of my power rankings. The Bears.
Yeah.
The Patriots. I think they were 8 or 9. They're way over. So Rams at 3, and then Broncos I have at 2, and that leaves just 1.
Number 1.
They played last night. The Fighting Drake Mays.
Let's go. Let's go.
You let out a
I should
little,
have had a drum roll.
and then you're
I
like,
know.
let's go.
What's funny is Tara is not a Patriots
She's
fan.
not.
I'm not.
She's just so invested in her fantasy team that she lets that kind of jade her to Drake
well,
May.
in my
And you
preseason
did.
predictions.
We did do the segment.
yeah,
you
that-
weren't here that segment. She long before the season started, and I might have said this before on the show,
Yes.
but we had a segment like in the middle of summer, like in July or something. We were picking sleepers, and her sleeper was Drake May. It
Yeah.
was. I can verifiably say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it. Your power rankings. New England Patriots, number 1. Beat the Giants 33-15. New England, can they make a run in the postseason? I think the offense in the red zone needs to be a little bit better. Just 1 touchdown and 5 red zone possessions last night.
Yeah.
They were kicking 30-yard field goals left and right, if you didn't notice that, because Tara has the kicker.
Yeah, I did
she
notice.
was rooting
Yeah.
for every kick.
But they're going to their bye week, and they're 11-2. You love what you see right now from Mike Vrabel, Drake May, and the New England Patriots. Number 1
yeah.
in my dirty dozen. Jeez, I couldn't get through the segment without a sneeze.
There you go.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
are back. What's going on, Southern Utah? We are in the Finley Hyundai studios. Finley Hyundai, great deals. Check them out. Same side of the freeway, but brand new location. Been there almost a year off exit 13 in Washington. Save every day at Finley Hyundai. That new Palisade is so sexy. Oh, new body style, lots of tech. Oh my goodness. Love it. Absolutely love it. As low as 3.9, 0% on the Tucson Santa Fe. Go check it out if you need a car for the holidays. Devin, Tara, Paulie, we've covered a lot of ground today. Just did our power rankings.
Yeah.
Paulie is excitable today. He wanted to drill me on Saquon Barkley.
I did. I looked it up. He's number 16 in the league in rushing. 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not good.
And fourth in carries.
150.
You said he's fourth in
yards
carries.
per carry. There's 150 rushers that have registered more than a 3.7.
Was there a minimum rush amount
I
on
don't
that?
know if there was a minimum rush.
Because I'd like to see a minimum of 100 yards.
He's the only one in the top 10, or in the top 15, I should say. He's at 16 with lower than 4.0 average running the football. So he is not having a good year. Saquon.
Yeah. That's a reflection of the whole offense. That goes on your OC.
Oh.
That goes on your O-line. That goes on. Hey, look, Kenneth Walker and
point the
Zach
blame at everybody else.
Charbonnet are not having the best. I thought they would both do more in Seattle this year.
Yeah.
As a two-headed monster. And it's not that Kenneth Walker's not fast. It's not that Zach Charbonnet can't run the ball. It's just there's not a crease there every time to run in. I mean, there's good defensive players in the National Football League. There's
And guys have bad years in the NFL.
And Seattle still leads the NFL, I believe, in running 50%. Over 50% of their plays are rushing plays.
Yeah.
They're
And the
trying
Eagles
to run
love to run the ball. I don't
I
know what
know.
you're talking about. Fourth in the league in rushes is enough of a sample for this guy to do more than
Man, it
he's
just
done.
seems like the last couple of weeks when I look and see, 13 carries, 11 carries, it's just I would think Saquon would get 20 carries with what they're paying him, and he's in the prime of his career, is he not?
Yeah, I guess. He's only guys that have more attempts than him are Cook, Taylor, and McCaffrey. Those are the only three guys with more carries than Saquon.
Yeah.
So underperforming is what
He's
I
a
would
bell cow back.
I would categorize that as. And
Can Philadelphia win a Super Bowl? My gut tells me by everything you're saying, you don't think they can go back
I
to
don't
back.
believe it in them this year, but they could prove me wrong. But I think that they have the talent.
You know what's fun this year is I feel like it's wide open in the AFC and NFC. I have no idea who. You could convince me of 10 different teams getting to the championship game, and I would buy it. Right now, I would buy it.
Yeah.
You want to tell me the Rams can get there and they'll play the Patriots? Fine. You want to tell me the Eagles will get back there? Okay, might seem unlikely, but I would buy it. You want to tell me the Seahawks can get there or the Niners? Sure. You want to tell me the Bills can get hot in the playoffs and get there? I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of teams I think that can get there. And then there's the unusual teams like the Colts and the Jags and the Texans in that division where like somebody's going to win that division. And that division is better this year. So it's going to be fun. The NFL has not disappointed in my eyes this year. It's been very entertaining.
I agree.
And the replays have been quicker. The instant measurements have been great. They've been great. The number one topic we talked about today has really been BYU football and Kalani Sitake. Should he stay or should he go? You can talk about, the game itself, and that's kind of secondary if Kalani Sitake's not on the sideline on Saturday. I mean, could you imagine the feelings that BYU fans will go through Saturday if they rush out onto the field for that 10 a.m. Mountain Time kickoff in the Big 12 title game if Kalani Sitake is not on that sideline? Ole Miss fans know what that feels like. They're going to find out in the college football playoffs what that feels like.
Yeah.
And I can't wrap my mind around it, Paulie. I just can't. I just don't believe Kalani will walk out on this team before the Big 12 championship game this weekend. I think he's coaching it.
Yeah, he'll coach
And if he's coaching it, I think he's staying at BYU. That's my gut.
That's my gut,
But
too.
my sources last night were like, it's 90% done, expected deal tonight or tomorrow. Well, they didn't know every business owner and every popular business based out of Utah was going to commit funds to keep Kalani.
That's right. One of the tweets, like this Penn State message board, Nittany Lion Cave or whatever this is called.
It's called the Nittany Lion Cave.
The Lions Cave. Or
Okay.
no, Lions 247 Lions Cave Fight on State is what they say. And we can add another loss to our resume this season.
Oh, no.
The Church of Latter-day Saints. That's pretty good. That's pretty
There's
funny.
some really good stuff
There's
coming
some
out.
really
Yeah.
funny ones. There
Wow.
is. Yeah. Because they're rallying. Like,
Yeah.
I think that,
Hire Brian Dayball. He needs a job, and I think he'll be great in college.
yeah.
I think Dayball, you know, a
Could
lot of
be
these
like a
guys
Mc-
that don't do well in the NFL, they excel in college.
Who was the Bill O'Brien? He had a good little run in college at Penn State after the big sanctions came down after the Paterno thing. And I don't know, some NFL guys translate, but I'm not a believer that Penn State wants to hire Dayball. I think they want a sexier name. And I don't even know at this stage, they missed out on all the big sexy names.
Signetti and Matt Rule. But
Signetti.
Rule has went from the NFL in Carolina back to college and had success.
Yeah.
And I think
mild
Dayball could do the
success.
same.
Nebraska's not great this year. I think they liked Rule because he went to Penn State. It made sense. You would have thought if you offered him the job, he'd take it. And then he re-upped it in Nebraska. Signetti's the hottest coach in the country as far as a guy that's attainable, not a Kirby Smart, not, that type coach. So I thought that Penn State could swing their weight around a little better than they did and get Signetti, but he re-upped at Indiana. So Kalani is the best of the rest that are left. It reminds me, like I said, of the Pope search at Kentucky. There's a lot of guys that have said, nope, not for me. I don't want the job. And now he has fallen. So many names have gone away that Kalani is the top name on the board at this point. So if they want to get the top guy that's left on their board, they have committed the money in the war chest, the $11.5 million we're being told, and it's now up to BYU and their donors. So now we will see a scrambling from BYU and their donors.
They're going to find the money.
Try and make this.
They're
happen.
going to find the money.
Yeah,
They're going to find the money, and they're going to. And Kalani's smart. He's asking for more pay for his assistants as well.
yeah.
Keep them happy. It's
Better
not just about
recruiters.
me. That's
Yeah.
how you keep the cohesive culture and the things moving in a positive direction.
Yeah.
I think it's more and more likely the longer this takes and the more the media gets involved that he doesn't go.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were saying there was a handshake agreement with Penn State.
Oh, my sources were telling me it was 90% done last night, that things were moving along rather nicely, and it was only a matter of time. And then the word gets out. And what happens? No, the
They
fear
rally the
factor.
troops, yeah.
Everybody's worried about losing people. And obviously, BYU doesn't want to lose a guy that's only lost 3 Big 12 games. I mean, he's won.
Well, the 7 in the first year. He's lost 10 Big 12 games.
What did I say his record was when we were talking about it earlier?
I think you forgot the first year in the Big 12. They went 5-7.
What did I say? I don't have it in front of me now, but I thought it was the last 2 seasons. He's only lost 3 games.
yes.
Is what I said. Yeah. Well, Paulie is on it today.
I know. I think you said he's only lost 3 Big 12 games. You didn't say in the last 2 seasons, just now.
Yes, correct. Because I was trying to remember what I said earlier.
Oh, gotcha.
Holy cow. the on-air police in the building, Police Paulie, you got a new nickname today.
Another one.
I've got a lot of nicknames.
Wow. Is Kalani going to coach Saturday against Texas Tech in the Big 12 title game?
He will.
How much of a pay raise is he going to get? You think BYU's going to
8-9 million is what I've been seeing on Twitter is what it'll take.
If BYU doesn't get the auto bid to the college football playoffs and they don't win on Saturday, where are they going to end up? And I haven't looked too close at the bowl matchups.
Ugh, I don't even want to go down that road if you're a BYU fan yet. You got to hold out hope you can win this game. I mean, even though I don't think so, a lot of people don't think so, you got to hold out hope you can win. And then if you lose, you start looking at that
you're
stuff.
going to the Alamo Bowl.
Yeah, same
maybe.
as last year. That's brutal.
Playing USC.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen that projection.
That can't be great.
Ugh.
No.
Win! Stay and win! There's a way!
Right?
Where there's a where, there's a why!
They're lighting the Y. Some people said that was the white smoke signal. They've lit the Y to keep Kalani.
We'll find out what happens the next 24 hours. We'll see you tomorrow on The Drive. Thanks for listening, everybody. We out of here!